All right, Cancer, here we go. Here's a reading. It's one of those weeks at Steve's Love Tarot where I'm just doing what I feel like with the energy that comes in. Now, when I first got out here, you guys make up the majority of my channel, Cancerians. Although this is technically an all signs reading, and I always say that, it is. It is. But Cancerians, being the hot spot of the connection cycle, you guys, there's more of you suffering in this cycle than any other of the sign angles on it. That being said, when I first got out here back in 2021, I used to say all the time, Cancer reading, keep me up at night. And I'd pull a reading because I was kept up all night by the Cancer energy. I used to say it was like a fire hose of energy, whereas some of the other signs or whatever I might pull on, it's a lighter kind of thing, you know. But we know now that that's because it's the hot spot of the connection cycle. But it's Cancerian themed, the whole cycle. That said, I was up all night. I was up, I've gotten very little sleep because of this energy. And I shuffled, I did a pre-shuffle, and I shit you not, I damn near crapped myself when a Wheel of Fortune came up. Because I kept having these thoughts that a cycle is ending. And a cycle is ending for you and for this connection in some way, okay? And we're going to talk about it when we get to the pre-shuffle. But if you're here for a reason. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. It doesn't really matter what your sign is for a Cancer reading. But it is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, blah, blah, blah. It is a Cancer reading. If you're here, you're definitely here for a reason. Okay, and this is timeless. It's going to affect all of you at different points because you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. But we need to talk about this, okay? There's a couple of ways. You know, everything is energy. And energy is measured in cycles. Things go around and around. If you think about we always end where we began with things in a lot of ways, in an equal and opposite sort of way. For example, people talk about it with life and death. We're born into this world with somebody changing our diaper, and our life usually ends toward the end with somebody changing our diaper, right? I mean, even if you say, well, what if you die young or something? Well, sometimes you get real sick and you need somebody to change your diaper. Either way, we come full circle in some way. That's kind of what's happening here. But it's a different kind of a cycle energy. It's a bit more like this Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to be very literal with it in my analogy here in the pre-shuffle. Okay, this is just the surface energy. This is just why I was up all night. Okay, but this is the Wheel of Fortune right here, and I'm going to equate it to the Wheel of Fortune game show. Now on that wheel, right, you've got, we've been going round and round with these connections ever since I got here. On that wheel, on that game show, the Wheel of Fortune, you got different slots. You got $200, $300, $1,000, $2,000, bankrupt, lose a turn, just to name a few. And usually they'll put it on sometime in the show. It's a big sparkly thing. It's a $5,000 slot, right? The $5,000 slot in this analogy would be this connection coming together, all right? And the thing about the $5,000 slot is if you spin the wheel enough, you're bound to hit it at some point. Something's hitting here, okay? Something is hitting and a cycle is ending. I mean, in a big way, and I'll show you. I got the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana, a 10, right? 10s are the end and dead end that lead to a new beginning, crossed by the Death card, which is the rebirth energy of the Death card. So it's sort of an energy where I might say, if I was a typical reader, and without swearing or putting any kind of weird analogies to it, I would say, if you think this is over, it's not. Or if you think this person doesn't think about you anymore, they do. Yeah, all of that is there, but it's much more than that. Something here, a cycle, a part of this connection is coming to an end, and the new part that's beginning is rather interesting because it puts everybody at the decision point. And we've been talking about this decision point, this Two of Swords, since the fucking Is This You reading I did a couple days back. It is what it is. And I'm telling you right now, I got nothing but communication coming your way. Something is coming your way. Either something you figure out about this connection, or it is a whole list here. Either something you figure out about this connection, right? Or you get one of those newer soulmates I've been talking about coming in, and you pick up the cycle from there. Or this long lost person that you think is long gone shows the fuck up. Whatever it is, it's fucking huge. Because there's a tower bookending the Wheel of Fortune, and which is crossed by the Death card. So if you want to look at this pre-shuffle, aside from communication and someone here, either you or someone else attached to you or both, reaching a decision point, this is why I was up all night. Look at these cards, right? And a Two of Swords will keep you up all night. So somebody's in this energy here about you. You might be in this energy after you figure something out or hear from somebody. Either way, this pre-shuffle is Wheel of Fortune, Death card, and Tower. Okay? It's all happening because it's harvest time. Seven of Pentacles. The energy is right for it to happen. It's a big reading. It's a big deal. I know because my nose is running like a DM right now. And that doesn't always happen. That usually happens when the energy is pretty big. We are coming up on a Capricorn new moon, which is, for if you are a Cancerian, it's your 7th house. It's relationships and things like that. So, and it's a big deal moon. I'll be pulling on it. Don't you worry. All right, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see why I was up all night and why the fuck we're here. As if the pre-shuffle wasn't enough. Hands down, one of the top 3 most powerful pre-shuffles I've ever pulled. Hands down. All right, let's shuffle the deck. Let's go. Card before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? Why the fuck was I up all? It's like old times. It feels like old times at Steve's Love Tarot for me. 2021 being old times, or early 22. You know, it feels like year 1 here in year 4, the beginning of year 4. It's a fire hose of energy. It's keeping me up. It is what it is. Let's see what's going on. So, you know, I've rattled off all the things it can be. There's a lot of people watching, so, you know, but whatever it is, it's really good. That Tower, man, we're talking about a Tower, a Wheel of Fortune, and a Death card are the primary energies with that Knight of Swords. There's that Knight of Swords again, bringing a message of change. Can be internal for you, but I think for most of you, it's an external energy. All right, either one of the new soulmates we were talking about, or this long-lost runner, this energy that's been attached to you since you started watching tarot readings on this damn cycle, since you became a part of it, the one that brought you into this cycle, most of you, you're still a thing. It's still there. The connection is still there. It's very strong. It's getting a bit of a... the repair guys came out and fixed the lines, shall we say, right? It's as strong as it's ever been. All right. Why the fuck are we here? I'm done shuffling. The High Priestess. Yeah, there's something. Things. Leonard Skinner got a song. I know I sound like somebody who's like Leonard Skinner, right? I do. Leonard Skinner got a song called Things Going On That You Don't Know. Things going on that you don't know. We're here because there's a lot going on here. A lot is coming to the surface. A lot. It's information attached to this. Okay. You'll be able. Which is why I was up all night. This is intuition. This is my own inner High Priestess was keeping me up, right? She was in the mood. All right, here we go. We'll cut the deck. Oh man, what comes after the High Priestess? Yeah, communication. Page of Wands. There's new adventures come. More to come. You don't know it, but there's more to come here. All right, things about to get interesting. Can I put it like that? This is like my adolescent child, right? They're always going on little adventures. I was when I was that age. And I always thought right before the adventure, things are about to get interesting. Well, things are about to get interesting. All right, let's shuffle the deck. Let's do a reading. You ready? I'm ready. I've had my breakfast. I'm all right. Let's go. I can't wait to pull on that new moon later in the week. Wow, that's going to be something. But pay attention here. All right? Pay attention. This is a very important reading. I know it is. All right, give me a reading, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer. Let's go. Let's go. Whoa. I'm just going to keep laughing. It really does feel like old times. I mean, I feel like I should grab the old retired animal deck. I wonder what's randomly at the bottom of the old retired animal deck. Gee, I wonder. I just pick it up. I haven't picked it up in a fucking month, at least. It's the Tower. Come on, you guys. Come on. Why am I your second favorite? Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me. All right? Oh my God. And I did not know that was, I haven't touched that deck. It just sits down there on my Led Zeppelin 3 guitar tab book. I use that as I have the whole Led Zeppelin collection, and I use the Led Zeppelin 3 as my place to put the cards. Knight of Cups is the overall, and the Eight of Cups. And somebody's coming towards you. Somebody's walking away from some aspect of themselves and coming towards you. This also represents you moving on from 8 broken cups toward your 9 cups. I got double energies here. This is going to be a weird reading because you're moving in new directions and they're moving, and then you got an energy coming towards you. You got you moving. It's a total fucking cycle end. But you can take this literally here. Absolutely. This energy is partially reversed, I will tell you. In relation to the incoming energy, it's an 8 of Cups reversed. It really is. You can take that for what it's worth to you, but it is. That tower, I should pick up the old retired animal deck. There's a fucking tower at the bottom. That's been there since I randomly put the cards back, shuffled it 3 times, and put it away the last time I used it, whenever that was. If you can figure out when the last time I used the old animal deck, the original one was, that reading may be important to you, but I'll warn you, it's probably an extended. I rarely bring it out here for YouTube. But if you can find an instance where I did on YouTube, you might want to watch that reading. Just a tip, okay? Hey, take it for what it's worth. I think that's a little bit too much Magnum PI for you, but whatever. Right here is the energy around your connection. Right here is how this person's behaving in the 3D. Right here is their soul. This is the hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection. Right here is the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet Cancerian asses, and I know they are. I've seen most of them. It's going to be an extended. All right? Yeah. Definitely. A rock hard extended, we'll call it. And the link will be in the description. Okay. All right. Here we go. Now, again, I said, this is how they're behaving in the 3D. This is their soul. Who's there? It's different for all of you. Okay? Keep that in mind. This can be someone new, someone old, the runner, whatever. Either way, I think it's all of it. I think it's just everything. It's a fire hose of energy. Okay? All right. Energy around your connection. 5 of Swords. It's almost reads like a 7 of Swords. It's a false victory energy. Okay? There must be, and I'm going to say this, and don't fucking take it out on me. There must be an absorbent number of people here, because the universe knows who's going to be here. Right? Everything that's ever happened, or will happen, has already happened and is happening all at once. It's all just there. Like data on a DVD. It's all there. You can, you just flow through it as you play it. It's just a quick sort of example of what I'm saying. That said, it appears to me there's some people here who are doubting some things. There's one side of this connection that's self-sabotaging themselves by injecting too much doubt into their energy. All right? I'm going to ask you to have a little faith here. All right? I've been kept up by this connection for a long time. All right? Have ye of little faith. Either way, something's about to happen here. It's a little bit, the timing is a little off on it. It's a little bit bittersweet. But the energy around this connection right now is very deceptive in a way. Okay, so try not to add to any... Okay, it's weird. Can I just say that? Weird. All right? The connection feels weird. I imagine because somebody... with that Wheel of Fortune, the Death card, and the Tower, somebody's having a breakdown over it of some kind, mental, emotional, whatever. We'll find out more. How are they behaving in the 3D? Yeah, the Ace of Swords. It's a reconciliation energy. It's Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth. It's also a healing energy that's coming in here. Somebody here is taking some actions. Somebody here is living in the real truth. Okay? And they might be... an energy attached to you might be seeing how they've sabotaged themselves or sabotaged this connection. It's possible. We'll find out more when we clarify. I do think somebody is cutting something out of their life. 8 broken cups. I do think that. Their energy is attached to that. And with that being reversed for the incoming energy, that makes sense. That's why this card is somebody walking away from something else to come toward you, or somebody who walked away from you coming back toward you. Either or. Soul energy is here. It bookends. It's red with the 5 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, the soul. It's an empty. It feels sad. It feels empty. It feels somebody. It's what I said already. I said somebody may be living in real truth in the 3D and realizing how they've sabotaged their own happiness, how they've sabotaged this connection. There's just a missing out energy here, right? Somebody feels like there's something missing in their soul. Okay, so in other words, they're feeling the soul connection. Well, we are here because of the high priestess, and that's a whole lot of intuition. This is where we definitely, with high priestess energy, we feel soul connections for sure. So somebody here is feeling in the soul the connection, but it's like grabbing at it. It's not there. It's not there, kind of a thing. All right. Let's see where we go. And that's why we have the energy flows from here to here. That's why we have the Ace of Swords right there. It's a reconciliation energy. It's somebody showing up. It's communication. It's red with the final outcome. I just want to point that out. Hidden energy. There's a lot of it here. I'm swimming in it. The universe letting me see it for some reason and feel it. I should say feel it. I don't see it, but sometimes I do, but not here. Hidden energy. Message from the universe. It's red with 5 swords, I believe. Yeah, 8 pentacles. It's an energy where somebody asks themselves, why didn't I do this sooner? There's an energy attached to you that's kicking themselves a bit for not doing something sooner. And it's fueled by an emptiness in the soul. Okay, and an emptiness caused by them, I might add. Okay, with this self-sabotagey energy. This energy is good here, is what the universe is saying. It's making some action happen. I think it is anyway. Yeah, it is. I get double aces here. Final outcome, red with the Ace of Swords. It's about the best ace I could pull. It's the Ace of Pentacles. It's a solid new beginning. Yeah, pay attention to what I said in the pre-shuffle. That was very important energy. It's radiating all through this. That Wheel of Fortune is important. You know, you spin that wheel enough. You know, this person here, whoever this energy belongs to, has been coming, as we've gone through the readings and done the readings over the time I've been here, this person's been in and out, in and out, in and out. If you think about it in terms of the Wheel of Fortune game show, every time you spin that wheel, there's a chance you'll hit the 5,000 slot. There's also a chance you'll hit bankrupt. This person it's been a lot of bad luck on the wheel for a while, but it's hitting some good numbers, I'll tell you. It's been a long time. Grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour, that's why I say that. It takes a long time for the Ace of Pentacles to happen here. All right. Let's clarify. We're going to clarify with the witches. I have already pre-cut the cards. And at the bottom randomly is the 7 of Wands. Somebody who's kept their distance is about to do some fighting here, I think. Listen, I wouldn't... This is a weird reading. It's a very weird feeling here. Let's clarify it. 5 of Swords. What's the 5 of Swords here? Tell me more about this. I don't think I did it justice. I did it a little bit of justice, but I don't think... I think the universe might tell us a little more here. Let's clarify. 5 of Swords. Tell me about it. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. Even before I finish shuffling. And this is perfect. It's perfect. I had this feeling that it feels weird to me because... Well, it sounds weird to say this. The universe isn't saying this to me. I don't have a tumor. I don't need to go get a CAT scan or something like that. I'm just saying the way I felt it as I was shuffling, my own intuition screaming at me, it feels weird, Steve, because it's a good card. It's a card we want there, whereas normally it's a false victory. In this case, that's what we want because someone realizes that this person shows up in more of this kind of state in their soul, which is a bit apologetic, a bit down, a bit, they're okay with feeling small for a change, you know, toward this connection. They feel stupid, maybe, or something like that. It works to your advantage because I've got an Ace of Pentacles here in the final outcome, and I've got it right there, too, crossing that. That is a powerful energy. It's like the universe basically saying, no, 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 this is good. We want that 5 of Swords there. Okay, all right. Because we need them to show up like this. It's how we get them to open up, basically. All right, so what's on top? King of Wands. See? See? I mean, it is. There's the Burger King. There's someone who's afraid to be vulnerable. There's ego and all of that stuff. Somebody we got truth. Archangel Michael's sword of truth rammed up their ass so far they're sticking to the ceiling because it came out the top of their head. Okay? Just realizing how their behavior has cost them, and they feel it in the soul. This is empty. This is, something's missing. You know, it's like that. It's like you wake up in the morning and something just, it's not right. Okay. And this is definitely getting set up here in January. I would say with January being a setup month for sure. It might take a little while, not long, but it might take a bit for the communication to come in. Could be as soon as early February. I don't know. But keep in mind this is the slowest energy in the tarot, but it's also crossing here. It's taken this person a long time to figure this out, and they figured it out. Figured something out. That's why the pre-shuffle, the surface energy, was so fucking powerful. Why is the King of Wands here? And I think that's why I woke up in the middle of the night. Eight of Cups. See? Walking away from this behavior, and somebody here wants to, they're coming your way, they're turning around and coming your way. It's not a reversed energy, it doesn't matter. It's someone here, they realize, it's everything I said, they realize that this behavior was 8 broken cups, and that maybe they're living a superficial life with someone else, and it's time to walk away. Either way, they're coming towards this connection, and the universe is absolutely adamant that the Five of Swords is the card that we want there. It's actually a good card. We want that because it ties with this Five of Pentacles. Fives are where change happens. I got 2 5s here. Okay? These 2 5s, they add up to a 10. Again, a cycle is ending. The 10s are the end and dead end lead to a new beginning. The suits don't have to match. We just do the math on the numerology. 5s are where change happens. And this is what's happening here. A lot of it. Somebody living a lot of truth. Truth that they're not used to. I might add, Ace of Swords. Somebody wakey here. That sword hurts. Think about getting a sword rammed up your ass. You'd wake up, wouldn't you? That's like better than a cup of coffee on some level, right? Oh, I need my coffee in the morning. Do you? Well, here's a sword right up your ass. Take that. I mean, I'm awake. Okay, I'm up, right? Somebody wakey here to the truth. All right, let's go. At least under these energies. At least under these energies. Ace of Swords. What's going on? Now, if this is a new soulmate, which for a few of you it is, one of those, the one you missed, or the dormant soulmate, whatever, any of the stuff we've had that's come in lately. This is somebody who kind of almost said it a little bit ago. They wake up and their life feels empty. And that's the moment where you guys might cross paths. That's the moment where the universe, where the energy is right for something to happen. They're in the right frame of mind. You might not be. It might be an inopportune time for you, but they're in the right frame of mind. And since you've watched my reading on that, the Mercury in Sagittarius, you will, you'll go with it, right? You won't shut it down. Crossed by the Four of Wands, by the way. Somebody here is realizing the truth about the structure of their life, and they're moving down a new path. The environmental energy is showing them a new way to go. And we see it right here with the King of Wands walking away from that behavior. Right? What's on top? The Wheel of Fortune. We can't escape it. You didn't think we were going to escape another 10, did you? So much fucking 10 going on here. It's crazy. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's changing their life. Backing up everything I said. They're flowing with the environmental energy. Environmental energy is showing them some real truth here. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? And it's also the end of a cycle. 10s are the end, dead end, that lead to a new beginning. I'm telling you, if we were on that game show, we'd be hitting that 5,000 slot over and over and over again. 2 of Wands. Yep, somebody's moving in a new direction, changing their life. The setup for it is probably happening in the current energy, but we're moving way past the planning stage here. Once the Wheel of Fortune gets going, we're not planning the trip anymore, for example. Right? We've already booked the tickets. Right? Done. Send credit card information in. Done. Tickets are booked here. Somebody's living a truth that they're not used to. And like I said, that sort of truth is wake you up a lot more than a cup of coffee would. All right. 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to pull on this soul energy. It's the saddest fucking thing on the table. It really is. The rest of it is, along those lines. We'll find out more from the universe. We'll find out what's eventually going to happen here for you. I'll flip this and pull it for you. But tell me about this 5 of Pentacles here. I'm going to dig into the sadness here. All right. An empty soul. Something's missing. And it's like an epiphany, right? The Ace of Swords, an epiphany. They figure out what's missing. It's this connection. It's whatever this connection showed them. It's what it made them feel. They want something like this. How do they live? Superficial nonsense. It's just like that. Burger Kings run from feelings like this. And this is what happens eventually. Right? Why is the 5 of Pentacles here? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. The King of Pentacles. The almighty dollar is not enough. All the security around them, all of it. The dollar, the yen, the peso, the euro, the pound, whatever the fuck you use, it doesn't matter. right? The kroner, whatever. It's not enough. The security blanket they usually have that they cling to is not enough. There's something missing. I could feel it. It kept me up all fucking night. All right. What's on top? Four of Swords. The soul is completely flowing. The brain is shut down. The brain is completely, the ego is shut down. I see it here. Absolutely. The ego is shut down. Plans, these are all flowing. This is one of the meanings of the Four of Swords. Shut down the brain, the soul energy. This is just here to indicate to me how powerful this is. Oh, I already know, universe. I don't need you to tell me. I have to swim in this shit to pull these readings. Why's the Four of Swords here? Eight of Pentacles, which is where we're going next. Very interesting. Someone is from the soul, from this sadness. This is why the Five of Swords is a good card. We want this here. That's why the universe, the energy is adamant about that. This card directly bookends the Eight of Cups. Somebody is from the soul, because of this feeling of something's missing, is walking away from Eight Broken Cups. Okay? So if the person, well, whatever it is, somebody's changing their life here. There's no doubt about it, on some level. I don't think it's as drastic as the Leo soap opera person. This is a completely different energy. But you may want to watch the most recent Leo soap opera because you might get something. It can just be one thing I say that adds to this. Okay? This is a different frequency, but we've got something very similar, and they're very close in proximity as far as, you know, angle 4 and angle 5 of the connection cycle. So, yeah, let's pull on this Eight of Pentacles. Let's find out more about what they're doing here. Okay? Let's go. Your connection's always there. It's omnipresent. It's always there. It's because I'm drawn to this spider web here. They've been caught in it since you crossed paths. They ran, right? We'll just take a simple analogy. They ran, but they turned around. And they kept running, but it's a bit like the Seven of Swords, where that guy's running in the Rider Waite, where he's running with the 5 swords in his hand, but he's looking back at the 2 swords. It's always there. They're not going to escape this, and they know that. I think they figured that out now. I think they've known it before and then tried again and tried again, just like spinning that Wheel of Fortune. I think this time we hit the $5,000 slot. I think this time somebody here is getting it. Either way, I could simplify that pre-shuffle and tell you something's about to happen. That's the simplest way I can read it. Something's about to happen. All right? Wow. The Four of Cups. It's a very literal read of the Four of Cups. Somebody was not interested in this before, and they are interested now. It is that energy. It is that frequency of energy. They regret. There's a lot of regret, which isn't generally a meaning of the Four of Cups per se. It's usually the aftermath of it with the Five of Cups. But it's showing us a picture of what they regret. I mean, he basically blew her off, right? She offered to blow him. He blew her off. That's how it works. And somebody here regrets it. Now they want it. In part, they feel, just like all of us are going to feel with the what feels like forced decisions that have to be made, they feel bound by this decision that they have to walk away from things. Yeah, force is much more powerful than all of us are at play right now. You should definitely watch the Is This You reading, because I think it's all of you. What's on top? Or most, anyway, especially if you're part of the soulmate cycle. What's on top? Queen of Swords. Yep. Somebody has cut this behavior out. Yep. Truth. She holds Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth. That's in the 3D. It ties us over there. Yeah, somebody here it's a truth they can't ignore. It's like I said, how do you ignore when you're caught in a web? You could try to say, oh, I'm not caught in a web, right? And just, you know, whatever. But you are caught in a web, motherfucker. You best acknowledge it, right? It's a truth they can't ignore. And the truth is, their life is all wrong. They got love wrong. They got even life wrong on some level. I mean, I've said that before, but it's coming up. The truth gets more and more clear as we go. Every time we ignore a lesson, something that the energy around us is trying to teach us, part of our karmic makeup, if you will, every time we ignore it, it comes back around. But it comes back stronger than it was the first time. So that's why you can't run from a deep soul connection. You're caught in this web. Go ahead. It'll stretch a long way. You know. Why is the Queen of Swords here? A ten of wands. Yeah, it's important. It's pressure. It's another 10 here on the table. 10s everywhere. 10 up in the pre-shuffle. 5 plus 5 is 10. A 10 here. 10s are the end, dead end to lead to a new beginning. We have the end of a cycle coming. Somebody here is setting on a new path with a 4 of wands crossing here. I got 10 wands, red with 8 cups. They can't ignore this. I just got done saying can't ignore it. They can't ignore it. It's too much pressure to ignore. It's time to walk away from this behavior. It's time to do something. We want them to show up. We want this 5 of swords here because it activates and makes a 10 out of this 5 of pentacles, this sadness in the soul. And all of it, all of their actions are coming from this sadness in the soul. It's all stemming from here. Okay? Something's missing. It's an emptiness. That's the way I feel it. Let's do it. So, what does this Ace of Pentacles mean to you? Well, it showed up over here too. It was crossing in the energy of your connection. I got an overall energy of a Knight of Cups fueled by an 8 of Cups, which works on both sides, and I got an 8 of Cups in your connection. We got a lot of feedback loops here, a lot of coinky-dinks, shall we say, and there's no such thing as a coinky-dink. All right, Ace of Pentacles, what's it mean to my viewers? What's the final on this? Give it to me. If I were my viewer, I'm gonna get me and the universe. We go way back. Okay, the fickle old gal and I've been doing this since I was a little kid. All right, little tiny kid. Talking, my friends thought, my parents when I was a kid thought I had imaginary friends. I don't have imaginary friends. All right, I don't. I got a fickle old gal and been there forever. So I'm going to phrase it like this. I'm going to put it out like this. If I were one of the viewers here, what can I expect from this? And you guys can expect it too. I'm basically using empathy to become one of you or all of you. All right, I'm one with the crowd right now, and that means I might get some pretty interesting answers here. So, what can my viewers expect? Right? What's going on here? Now that I'm one of the viewers, let's go. What can my viewers expect? You know, the piccolo gal, she got a sense of humor, the universe. It really does. It really does. I wish more people had more of a sense of humor about their lives. I do. Because the energy around us has a sense of humor. God has a sense of humor. Okay? And that energy of God is everywhere. It's omnipresent. It's in everything. It's all around us. Every energy reader knows that. And I wrote a blog article about that a long time ago. It told you a little bit about energy in the early days of the SLT blog. But this is great. Because I've been talking about how we want this 5 of Swords here. Right? In the energy of your connection. So what can you expect? Exactly what we talk about here. Somebody coming right towards you. Somebody under a different energy, under a truth energy for once, not behaving like the Burger King the 5 of Swords is crossing it. Right? You can expect somebody to figure out everything. So the outcome of this reading is somebody, the environmental energy is somebody seeing everything that we've talked about and feeling everything we talked about. Ties the whole fucking reading together. Unbelievable. And wow. Okay. What's on top? 2 swords. Somebody, it's decision time. It's that forced decision we keep talking about since the Is This You reading. Okay? Again, change. There's just, it's one of those, it's actually happening, it's peaking this week, actually. And it's in part around the new moon. It's decision time. We don't always like it, but sometimes you have to make a choice. And somebody here is making a choice to change some things here. But this communication, which this is, puts both of you at a bit of a crossroads. Their crossroads is to come in, is to make some changes in their life. Yours is what to do with them once they do, I suspect. Either way, what can you, I just took a peek, what can you expect from this energy, right? From all this? Justice. And that, my friends, aside from perspective, is one of the greatest commodities we can have as a human being, as a being living on this planet. Justice. I mean, every living creature gets justice. You know, even the chipmunks get justice. Find themselves a stash of acorns. That's justice right there. That's energy balancing. That's food for the winter. We're good. Stuff my cheeks full. Right? Well, you're about to stuff your cheeks full of acorns here. No matter what you decide to do with this incoming energy, this connection is balancing, and somebody is fixing. And when I say fixing, I mean they already got the car packed, right? All right, fixing is a southern term. It usually means you're in the process of something, right? You walk up, you're packing the car, you're putting the things on. Somebody asks, what are you doing? Where are you going? Well, I'm fixing to go fishing, or I'm fixing to go on vacation. Somebody here already bought the tickets. It's already done. They're fixing to come your way. All right? And that's a balanced energy to us. Either way, there's a lot of elation that comes from this. Even if you're one of the people where this person just uses your connection as an inspiration and moves in a new direction and never really reaches out to you, you still get the communication. Communication doesn't just mean somebody speaks to you. It can mean you just feel something in your own energy field, in the force, right? There's a disturbance in the force. So in this case, it's more of a change in the force. You wake up, so if you don't hear from this person, you will at some point wake up one morning and just for no apparent reason be okay. Okay? I mean, it's just really, really nice energy. A nice way to end here. Justice. It means both sides are making a decision. Both sides are benefiting. It's for the greater good. I like this. I don't have a devil on the table. I don't. I don't have a devil on the table. I've got a lot of Archangel Michael energy here. A lot. A lot. And I've got somebody that has profoundly changed because of this connection. But more importantly is this Five of Pentacles here. That emptiness in the soul, I do not have words to describe it. What somebody feels. Feels like, and I'm not even going to say they feel the loss of you, so this is happening because of that. No, this is just the natural course of things. That was my point with the Wheel of Fortune analogy. Statistical odds. I mean, you spin the wheel once, yeah, odds are you won't hit the 5,000 slot. But if you're going to stand there all day and spin it every, 1,000 times a day, yeah, you'll probably hit it. Maybe once or twice. Well, we've been spinning the wheel here quite a bit with these soulmate connections in this cycle. And we just in a period where we're hitting the 5,000 slot. You spin the wheel enough. It's just like you play the lottery enough, you're bound to win. The problem is with the big ones, it's 1 in 64 million, so you don't have time to play it all those times, but if you did, you'd likely win, that being said, let's go. Oh. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. And then I'm going to pull an extended. And what you think I'm going to pull on in the extended isn't likely what I'm going to pull on. I'm going to pull on justice. I'm going to pull on justice and this cycle that's ending for you. Okay? For you. I'm going to focus on you quite a bit. I will focus on them. I'll come back in justice and talk about the communication and what you can expect and all that. We'll pull a pyramid. But I'm going to open with you. I want to... That's very interesting. You get some justice. But a cycle... The main message I get from the pre-shuffle was the cycle is ending for you. And this connection. King of Swords. You got to be kidding me. King of Swords. Where have I seen that? Tower. King of Swords. Oh my God. Yeah. The old retired animal deck. It's like here with us in spirit for the whole fucking reading. King of Swords. And I was just about to say I don't have a Lovers on the table either, but here it is. And there's the Strength card. And there's the Ace of Wands. If you're a doubter, something's about to happen here. My base energy is the Ace of Wands and the Lovers. It happens rather suddenly. That's the equivalent of a tower. It happens rather suddenly. It's not an energy that sticks around. The Ace of Wands with the Lovers, using the love geese as an example, is a bit like the geese flying south. They get there. Yep, something happens. Boom, we flying south. They get there, but they don't stay there very long. So the opportunity that comes from this conversation, if you have it with this person, or this energy of justice, it's not something that lingers for a long time. So you've got to take advantage of it within the energy. Okay? Speak your truth and don't be afraid to say what you feel. Okay? Don't be afraid. The lion's holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups in this deck. That's you. You're that lion. Okay? Is what the universe is saying. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Because somebody here, and this is why we want the Five of Swords here. Again, activated by the Five of Pentacles, that emptiness in the soul. We want them showing up in this state. You're in control quite a bit. Okay? You're a combination of a great horned owl and a 500-pound cat. You absolutely are the one in control. You decide whether or not the two roses come together. All right? And for those of you where you don't hear from the person, again, I will back up. You will feel this. This is a very powerful connection. Okay, it really is. It's still Still, even here in early 2024, enough to wake me up in the middle of the night and keep me up. It is still a fire hose of energy, all right? It really is. Whatever happens is quite liberating. Keep that in mind. 9 of Pentacles fuel in that Ace of Wands. Now, I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo on this. I'm going to pull whatever the fuck I feel like. It's going to be like we're in my living room, we're having a couple of beers, some cake, right? Kicking our pants off, whatever it is. And we're going to pull ourselves in extended and see where we go. Just pull some side reads. Find out what we want to find out. You want to find out? Links in the description. Whatever. Do what you want. I hope this reading was helpful. It helped me. I might be able to sleep tonight now. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.